What's up, everyone? This is Midnight Strike 3625, and the time has come. In case you didn't read my blog post on Tumblr, the time has finally come for me to throw in the towel. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it anymore. YouTube has become a platform of censorship, suppression, and control. That's all they have been doing for the last at least year and a half, or at least since I have been back on YouTube in the last 7 months. In case you guys didn't notice, I have only been uploading maybe once a month for the last 3-4 months, and that is due to a culmination of a variety of different issues. Motivation, or lack thereof, suppression, and just a lot of different things happening in my personal life, which I will not drag down this video with the details of. So, a lot of things have influenced my decision to step off of the platform. A lot of the different things with the algorithm and the suppression, but I'm not going to sit here and say that it is entirely YouTube's fault. A lot of it is the low budget quality of my videos. I just basically turn on the camera, sit here, and talk about my favorite video games and music. However, I have been trying lately to increase the budget of my videos, or at least the quality thereof, with different things like gameplay footage and concert footage and stuff like that. But then YouTube comes in with their content ID system, so I have to upload the original videos like that to bitchute. Well, I haven't really been feeling motivated to make those videos because they only rake in about 30 views or so. That may be my fault, that may not be. However, with YouTube and their algorithm, when I type in Midnight Strike 3625 or any videos of mine, any of my old videos or anything like that, I can't even find them in the search. YouTube used to have pages for their search. Now they just have a little bar that says show more, and half the time you don't even get any videos that are relevant to what you were searching for. Well, YouTube just recently put out a blog entry saying that they are going to start suppressing certain content based on the creator's race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, and identity. Now, let me preface this with, I am not a political channel, nor do I want to pretend to be. I made it very clear in the beginning that I was going to abstain from talking about politics in all forms. Now, I made a mistake earlier in the summer, a mistake that I later rectified by deleting the video and re-uploading it onto my vlog channel where I do talk a little bit of politics. But I uploaded a video about the George Floyd protests and riots that were happening over the summer, and basically my whole statement on it, because I felt like I had to get it off of my chest. This was wrong, it was the wrong forum to do so, and I apologize for it because I am not going to get into politics on my channel. That being said, however, I stuck with YouTube throughout a number of different things that have happened over the last 10 to 11 years since I started making videos. I started making videos in 2011, started on the channel, started on YouTube, I should say, as a user in 2007 on my original channel, and a lot of things have happened that have either pushed me to go to an alternative website or stop making content altogether, or just stifled my motivation for wanting to do anything on the channel. But this really takes the cake. They are going to survey every YouTube creator, or YouTube user I should say, on their race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, their gender identity, stuff like that, and they are going to take that information and put you into a subset of categories. You will only see certain content that the YouTube overlords deem is appropriate for that subcategory. So if you are, say, black or African American, you will only see things that have to do with like Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, which again I am not going to get into because I am not a political channel. But this is something that I need to explain to you guys why I am so upset with the new changes that YouTube is bringing to the platform, because it is nothing but dystopian and Orwellian censorship. And I'm not even to the best part yet. So they're going to be doing this. They're going to be changing the way that the algorithms work, the search system works. It's going to be pretty much impossible, or next to impossible, for any video of mine to do well on this website, as it already pretty much is. I used to get, multi-hundreds of views, upwards of 1,000 in some cases, and now I'm getting, actually, my latest video is the one that got the most views, and that was like 260 some views, but out of 6 months of doing this, pretty much. So it's going to be next to impossible for my videos to thrive on this website, for one thing. And it's very chilling knowing that YouTube is going to take personal information of mine, say my ethnicity, my sexual orientation, straight, my identity, male, and use that in a way to show me specific content that they think that I would enjoy. Basically, we know you better than you know yourself, or we want to push a specific narrative or a viewpoint in order to get you to think a certain way. I mean, it's the S3 plan from Metal Gear Solid 2, essentially in real time. And I will probably end up putting the final speech in that game about the selection for societal sanity in my description, in case you guys haven't played that game. So basically there is that. They're going to only show you specific videos that are tailored towards specific ethnicities, specific sexual orientations, and gender identities. So that was in the blog post a day or so ago. Watch the Quarterings video on it. I'm going to link that as well, because he explains it much better than I do on that. Now comes to the main reason why I'm leaving. YouTube has taken it upon themselves to not only suppress videos and cut off their viewership that have to do with the fraud of the 2020 election. And again, I don't care what background you're from, what political party you belong to. This is chilling. This should raise up so many different red flags. You can't talk about it. You're not allowed to have an opinion on this election. If you post any sort of opinion that there was fraud in the 2020 election, you will get the ban hammer. You will get not a copyright strike, a community guidelines strike, or have your entire channel terminated along with your video. So what's next, YouTube? Is it music reviews? Is it discussion of copyrighted content? Is it leaked footage? Let's plays? Anything like that you care to bring the ban hammer down on? Because if it's going to be politics one day, it'll be something else another day. As Rage Against the Machine said in their song, Settle for Nothing, if we don't act now, we'll settle for nothing later. And it's very, very true, because these are very chilling changes to come to YouTube. You can talk about Russian collusion, you can talk about any other election, you can talk about any other sort of political discourse, but this election with potential voter fraud, which I'm not going to get into what my opinions are on it. This isn't the forum for it. This is not a political channel. That is off limits. Can't do it. Nope. We will ban you. So this is dystopian. This is completely out of 1984, and I cannot, in good conscience, continue to upload to a website that stifles its users' creativity, that acts more as a publisher rather than an open forum, or an editorial, if you will, and I can't do it. I was setting up to make my Final Fantasy review. As you can see right here, I got my NES out, I got my capture card right here that I've had for a couple months, but I'm lacking the motivation to do it. Over the last couple of months, I've been lacking the motivation to do it, and I've only really been doing the important things, like finishing up the AC/DC discography review. So I did that, and now I want to move on to something else, but every time I think about it, it stresses me out with what YouTube has been doing. And I made a video last August speaking about pretty much the exact same thing, about how YouTube doesn't care and wants to stamp out creativity and small channels, essentially. They want to put the boot on the figurative heads of small channels and basically prop up the ones that they think are going to get them the most views, like the big channels. So basically it's like the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. You know, it's something that we should all be against. So I am formally retiring from YouTube. Not video making, just YouTube. I'm still going to do the Final Fantasy discography review along with a lot of other different content when I get the time. Hopefully I will have more motivation to do it once I am completely off YouTube. Don't worry for the ones who want to watch my old content on YouTube. I am not going to delete it, although I was tempted on numerous occasions to delete my entire back catalog of reviews. I am slowly rolling out my entire AC/DC discography onto BitChute and Rumble, my new Rumble account that I just got like 2 days ago. So I have about 3 videos on that. I will be linking everything in the description as well. But please, guys, if you like and enjoy my content and you have a Rumble or a BitChute, please go and subscribe to me there, because I am officially going to be done here. I cannot, as I said in good conscience, support a website that wants to use 1984 dystopian and Orwellian tactics to censor and stifle its users. Because today it's politics, but as SOPA back in 2011 has shown us, they are not afraid to go all the way and talk about stifling users on copyrighted content, which they have already tried to do numerous times in the past. It is a slippery slope, my friends, and I don't want to say I told everyone so, but I'm out. I can't do it anymore. So this is going to be my final video on YouTube. Keep calm and rock on, guys, with the emphasis on staying calm. There's nothing else I got for you. Signing out.